What if one simple spoonful of peanut butter before bed could actually help your body while you sleep? Now, that might sound surprising, especially because many older adults have been told to be careful with peanut butter due to its fat content. But here's something most people don't realize. It's not just what you eat. It's also when you eat it that can make a real difference. And the truth is, the effects of this small bedtime habit may surprise you in a good way. But there are also a few important warnings you need to understand before trying it. Let me ask you something. Have you ever gone to bed feeling fine, only to wake up in the middle of the night feeling hungry, restless, or just uncomfortable? Or maybe you notice that your sleep isn't as deep as it used to be. You wake up tired, low on energy, and sometimes even dealing with those frustrating blood sugar ups and downs in the morning. This is actually very common after 60. And because of that, many people start looking for something simple, something natural, that can help them stay comfortable through the night. That's where peanut butter comes in. It's affordable, it's easy to find, and many people already have it sitting in their kitchen. But when used the right way, before bed, it may do more than just satisfy a craving. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what happens in your body overnight when you eat peanut butter before sleep. We'll talk about the potential benefits for people over 60 who might actually benefit the most, and just as importantly, who should be careful. And I'll also show you the best way to take it so you can avoid common mistakes. So let's take a closer look at what's really going on while you sleep. As we get older, the body doesn't work in exactly the same way it did in our 30s or 40s. And one of the biggest changes happens quietly in the background, without most people even noticing it at first. Metabolism naturally slows down with age. That means your body burns energy more slowly than before. At the same time, muscle mass gradually decreases, and this matters more than people think, because muscle plays a key role in keeping your energy stable throughout the day and night. Even your appetite and energy signals start to shift. The body doesn't always send hunger and fullness signals as clearly as it used to. So sometimes you feel hungry when you shouldn't, or you wake up feeling off without knowing why. And this is where nights often start to become more difficult. Many older adults begin to experience blood sugar fluctuations overnight. Some wake up in the middle of the night feeling hungry or unsettled. Others don't fully wake up, but their sleep becomes lighter and more broken. And then in the morning, instead of feeling refreshed, there's fatigue, weakness, or that dragging feeling that takes a while to shake off. Over time, this can even lead to stronger cravings during the next day, especially for quick energy foods like bread, sweets, or tea with sugar. Let me give you a simple example. Mary, a 68-year-old woman, started noticing something strange. Almost every night, she would wake up around 3 a.m. feeling hungry and slightly restless. She thought it was just part of aging, so she ignored it. But over time, her sleep got worse, and her mornings started feeling heavier and more tiring. What Mary didn't realize is that many seniors go through the exact same pattern without ever understanding the real reason behind it. And here's the hidden problem most people miss. It often comes down to how the body is fueled before bed. Some people go to sleep too hungry, which can trigger wake-ups during the night. Others eat sugary snacks or refined carbs late in the evening, which can cause a quick spike in energy, followed by a drop that leaves the body unsettled while sleeping. Both of these patterns can quietly interfere with overnight recovery. And that's exactly why something as simple as a small, balanced bedtime snack, like peanut butter, starts to get attention. Now let's talk about the part you've been waiting for. What actually happens in your body when you eat a small amount of peanut butter before going to sleep? And to be clear, this is not a magic trick or a miracle food. It's about how your body responds to a simple, balanced snack at a time when it's already entering rest and repair mode. Benefit number 1. Helps you feel fuller through the night. One of the first things people often notice is a feeling of steadier fullness during the night. Peanut butter contains a combination of healthy fats and protein. And unlike sugary snacks like cookies, crackers, or sweets, it doesn't break down quickly in your system. Instead, it digests slowly and steadily. That slower digestion can help reduce those sudden hunger signals that sometimes wake people up in the middle of the night. Think about the difference like this. If someone eats candy before bed, the body gets a quick burst of energy, but then it drops off fast. That can leave you feeling unsettled later in the night. But if someone has a small spoon of peanut butter, the body receives a slower, more steady release of energy. It's not a spike, it's more like a gentle support through the night. And for many people, that simply means more comfort and fewer wake-ups caused by hunger. There's a certain relief in knowing your body is not searching for fuel while you're trying to rest. Benefit number 2, may support more stable overnight blood sugar. Another important effect comes from how peanut butter interacts with digestion. Because it contains protein and fat, it naturally slows down how quickly food is processed in the body. This can help avoid the sharp rises and drops in blood sugar that sometimes happen after eating refined carbs or sugary snacks late in the evening. Now, to be clear, this is not about treating or preventing any medical condition. But from a general nutrition perspective, slower digestion often means more stable energy release over time. And for older adults, especially those who are mindful of their blood sugar levels, this steadier pattern can feel much more comfortable during the night. In simple terms, instead of your body going through highs and lows while you're trying to sleep, it stays more balanced and steady. And that balance is often what supports more peaceful rest. Benefit number 3, can help preserve muscle during aging. As we age, one of the most important changes in the body is gradual muscle loss. After 60, this process tends to speed up if we're not getting enough protein or if we're skipping balanced meals, especially in the evening. Now, here's something interesting. While you sleep, your body is not just resting, it's also repairing itself. Muscles, tissues, and cells are all going through maintenance work overnight. Protein plays a key role in that process. Peanut butter provides a small amount of protein that may support this overnight repair activity, helping the body maintain muscle over time when combined with an overall balanced diet. Imagine a senior who still wants to stay active, walking independently, doing daily tasks, enjoying life without feeling weak or easily tired. Supporting muscle health is a big part of that picture. And sometimes it's these small daily habits that quietly contribute to long-term strength and independence. Benefit number 4, may reduce morning hunger and cravings. Another benefit some people notice is waking up with less intense hunger in the morning. Because peanut butter digests slowly, it can help some individuals feel more satisfied through the night and into the early morning hours. And when you wake up feeling steady, not overly hungry, it becomes easier to make balanced breakfast choices. Instead of reaching immediately for sugary tea, pastries, or refined carbs, you may feel more in control of your morning appetite. This is not about strict dieting. It's about starting your day in a calmer, more balanced way. And for many older adults, that alone can make mornings feel much more manageable. Benefit number 5, contains nutrients that support healthy aging. Peanut butter also contains several nutrients that play supportive roles in overall health. For example, vitamin E, which acts as an antioxidant in the body, magnesium, which is involved in muscle and nerve function, and healthy unsaturated fats, which are part of a balanced diet. It also contains small amounts of other plant compounds that contribute to general wellness. Now, it's important to understand, this is not about peanut butter being a superfood or a cure for anything. Instead, think of it as a simple food that brings together a few helpful nutrients in one easy, accessible option. And sometimes that simplicity is exactly what makes it practical for daily life. Benefit number 6, may support better sleep for some people. Finally, one of the most overlooked factors in nighttime comfort is simple hunger. Many people don't realize that even mild hunger can quietly disturb sleep. You may not fully wake up, but your body becomes restless, your sleep becomes lighter, and you don't feel fully refreshed in the morning. For some individuals, a small, balanced snack before bed helps reduce that discomfort. And peanut butter can play that role for certain people. It provides enough slow-digesting fuel to help the body feel more settled during the night. Let me share a simple example. An older gentleman in his late 60s used to wake up almost every night around 2 or 3 a.m., feeling slightly hungry. After adjusting his evening routine and adding a small, balanced snack before bed, he noticed something changed. He wasn't waking up as often, and his sleep felt more continuous. Now, of course, results vary from person to person. Not everyone responds the same way. But for many, reducing nighttime hunger can also mean more calm, uninterrupted rest. And that feeling of finally sleeping through the night is something many older adults deeply value. Before you start adding peanut butter to your bedtime routine, it's important to understand something very clearly. This is not a one-size-fits-all solution. For some people, it can be helpful. But for others, it may not be the best choice. Warning number 1, portion size matters. Peanut butter is nutritious, but it's also very calorie-dense. That means even a small amount contains a significant number of calories. And if portion sizes become too large, especially at night when activity levels are low, it can contribute to unwanted weight gain over time. A simple way to think about it is this: you don't need a lot for it to be effective. For most people, a small controlled serving is enough to get the benefit without overdoing it. Warning number 2, watch added sugar and ingredients. Not all peanut butter is created equal. Many commercial brands contain added sugar, hydrogenated oils, and other unnecessary ingredients that reduce the overall quality of the product. So it's always worth taking a moment to check the label. A good rule of thumb is simple: the fewer ingredients, the better. Ideally, just peanuts and maybe a little salt. This small choice can make a big difference in how your body responds. Warning number 3, peanut allergies. This one is very important. If someone has a peanut allergy, even a small amount can be dangerous. In that case, peanut butter should be completely avoided. Safety always comes first, no exceptions. Warning number 4, digestive sensitivities. Finally, some people may notice mild discomfort if they eat too much right before bed. This can include feelings of heaviness or difficulty settling down for sleep. And it's important to remember, everyone's body is different. What works well for one person may not feel the same for another. That's why listening to your own body is so important here. The goal is comfort, not discomfort. Now, if you decide to try this, here are some simple and practical tips to get the most benefit while keeping it balanced and safe. Tip number 1, choose natural peanut butter. Start with a simple, natural peanut butter, if possible. Look for minimal ingredients, ideally just peanuts and maybe a small amount of salt. This helps you avoid unnecessary sugars and additives that your body doesn't really need before sleep. Tip number 2, keep portions moderate. Less is more here. You don't need a large serving at night. A small portion is enough to support satiety without overwhelming your digestion. Think of it as a light bedtime snack, not a full meal. Tip number 3, pair it wisely. Peanut butter can work even better when paired with simple, healthy foods. For example, apple slices, celery sticks, whole grain crackers, a small piece of whole grain toast. These combinations help create a more balanced snack with fiber and slow-digesting nutrients. And that balance is what supports steadier overnight comfort. Tip number 4, timing matters. Try not to eat it right before lying down. A good window is about 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to start digestion while you're still awake and moving gently, which can help with comfort during sleep. Tip number 5, monitor your own response. Most importantly, pay attention to how your body responds. Notice things like how well you sleep, whether you wake up hungry or not, how you feel in the morning. Because what works best is always personal. Your body will tell you what's helping and what isn't. So let's bring everything together. Peanut butter is not a miracle food, and it should never be treated as one. But for many adults over 60, a small serving before bed may help with overnight satiety, support steadier energy, provide useful nutrients like protein and healthy fats, and fit naturally into a balanced, healthy aging lifestyle. The key is moderation, awareness, and listening to your body. Because in the end, healthy aging is not about complicated rules or extreme diets. It's about small, consistent habits that support your daily comfort and long-term well-being. And sometimes, it's the simplest choices that make the biggest difference. As one simple thought to leave you with, sometimes the foods already sitting in your kitchen can become powerful tools for supporting your health. If you found this helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried peanut butter before bed? Let us know in the comments. And tell us, what bedtime snack works best for you after 60? If you enjoy simple, evidence-based health tips for healthy aging, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. And don't forget to watch our next video, where we explore surprising bedtime foods that may help support healthy blood sugar overnight.